hot flashes, crop dusting, feeling like a pregnant penguin, nausea, vomiting, bankruptcy, looking like a goober, death, and extreme disgust are some of the common symptoms and outcomes associated with eating expensive freeze-dried meals. Climbers and backpackers love to portray their frugality by overusing duct tape on their $800 jackets, as well as saving our water supply by not ever showering. But when it comes to breakfast and dinners, most are totally okay dropping $15 on a mountain house. These meals often don't taste like anything a human should eat, especially this one. They also take forever to hydrate, especially if you are above 8,000 feet. If you are going with the freeze-dried option, however, allow at least 30 minutes and add a bit more extra boiled water to hydrate your meal. Having spent close to 1,000 nights camping in the backcountry while on climbing expeditions and backpacking trips, which required me to travel light, I experimented with a lot of different food for breakfast and dinner. And I decided to make a few videos to help you out with making better lifestyle choices, which may prevent extreme awkwardness in the tent, healthcare bills, and delayed mortgage payments because you invested all your funds into freeze-dried, which might be wiser than investing into Bitcoin at the moment. At least this shit will never expire. But anyway, let's get into our breakfasts, which can be bought last minute and prepared fast. You will save a lot of money, and packing these in sandwich-sized Ziploc bags will help you decrease the size and weight of your pack, which is great for anyone who doesn't have a personal porter like me. Most of these can be cold soaked overnight and do not require stove or cooking. Though most people out there would probably prefer to have a warm breakfast after a cold night in the backcountry. However, it is a personal choice, and if you're trying to go light and don't want to pack fuel or a stove, these are very good choices in order to make sure you are not packing more weight than you want. All the ingredients can be bought at a local Walmart unless you are somewhere like San Francisco, a place where there is no Walmart. But if you are in San Francisco, go to Trader Joe's, as almost everything there is incredibly tasty, especially dried baby bananas. I don't know what they put in their food there, but man, there are a lot of great choices for camping in the backcountry, as well as convenient big wall climbing food for people who are going on a trip to Yosemite. If you are a wall climber coming to Yosemite, there is a Trader Joe's in Fresno, so stop by. At one point, I was totally new to camping and backpacking, and it took me some time to realize that breakfast I'd bring outdoors didn't have to be one of those expensive options promoted at REI. Now I eat more nutritious food. I customize to my needs for that particular day. It is much cheaper and just as easy to prepare, or easier. In addition, freeze-dried bags are heavier and bulkier than sandwich-sized Ziplocs. So even when I end up with a freeze-dried meal, I transfer it into a Ziploc and cook it in an Nalgene. In addition, you can boil the water for your breakfast the evening prior, hydrate your meal overnight, and throw that hot Nalgene into your sleeping bag. You will warm up faster, sleep warmer, all without risking an explosion, which happened to the best of us. Because this video is made for you, the audience, I'd like to show you several options, but remember, individual ingredients can be always substituted to your taste. And because all of us are people of different sizes with different goals for each day, it is important to remember that a 220-pound person planning to hike 40 miles will require different nutrition than a 130-pound person hiking 10. Depending how much work you want to put into your breakfast, it could be as easy as grabbing a Pro Bar. Chocolate coconut is my favorite flavor. Also, you can have a Snicker bar, or you can have some granola bars. You can add some nut butter to it. There are unlimited options on easy breakfasts you can grab on the go. Pop Tarts are very popular and super cheap. But usually when I'm at home and I'm planning a backpacking trip, I tend to pick between two bases. Usually it's either granola or oatmeal. On top of that, I will add a scoop of whey protein to it because at my age, recovery is important. If you want to sweeten your breakfast up, you can also put some Nutella or some peanut butter in a Ziploc baggie and bring it along with you, and then scoop it out into your breakfast on the go. You can also bring dry peanut butter. So after I choose my base, which is either granola or oatmeal, I usually pick a side of nuts and some sort of berries that I would like. But if you are gonna have a big day ahead of you, it's not a bad idea to also throw something sweeter in there, like these dark chocolate covered blueberries. Tropical oatmeal is probably my new favorite breakfast, and you can soak it overnight without boiling water, unless you want to sleep with a hot Nalgene. The ingredients include oatmeal. I prefer maple and brown sugar packets, 1 or 2 packets, dried baby bananas or dried chips, dried mango, dried pineapples, dried mandarins, and hazelnuts. Coconut shavings are nice to have, but not essential for this recipe. You can use granola for this meal, but if you do, add dry milk or a breakfast essentials packet and eat it right after adding warm water in the morning. Soaking it overnight will prevent granola from being crunchy. Another breakfast option I absolutely love, I called fancy granola. It involves mixing your choice of granola, Carnation's breakfast essentials packet, 1 scoop of whey protein, dried berries blend, salted mixed nuts, and candied pecans. It's amazing. I call this option the Chia Power Oatmeal, and I eat it before long cardio missions. I soaked this one overnight. It's 1 to 2 packets of maple and brown sugar oatmeal, a scoop of whey protein, chia seeds. I usually use 1 to 2 servings, chocolate covered berries, dried blueberries, and sesame honey almonds or any nut of your choice. So just grab some Ziploc bags and transfer the contents of the bags into the Ziploc bags according to your caloric needs. Bonus info for all you dirtbag climbers out there. Pick up free packet of honey at your local coffee shop after you buy yourself that $17 latte, and you can make any breakfast even sweeter. Not everyone is into sweet breakfast choices. So for those of you who are not, I would advise some couscous, some instant mashed potatoes, or ramen, supplemented with sun-dried tomatoes and some sort of jerky of your choice, and you will have yourself a really good, easy breakfast that isn't too sweet. Since breakfast is time when most people take in coffee as well as vitamins, I'd like to add the GSI Outdoor Ultralight Java Drip for pour-over drip coffee. That was a mouthful for somebody ESL. Is a nice addition if you have a lazy breakfast or want to have real coffee. Typically, I end up taking instant, a variety over here. But when I don't have ambitious plans This setup gives me a taste of home since I don't pack my espresso machine, which is right here. One of those people with a camp chair might take an espresso machine, but those guys are way stronger than I am, and I don't dare. To supplement my body and aid with recovery, I usually add whey protein and amino acids with glutamine, as well as adding a multivitamin, probiotic, and vitamin D into a Ziploc and take with me. I take these in the morning, and in the evening, I take a calcium, magnesium, and zinc supplement, which is right here. These supplements are supposed to help with relaxation and recovery as well. I'm not a doctor, I'm a nurse, and would advise you to do your own research before starting any supplement. I am not advertising any brand, and I am simply sharing information to benefit you, the audience. Hope you enjoyed this video. Got some ideas to sweeten up your time in the backcountry, so to say, and hopefully I will make one about dinners, which, in my opinion, are a lot more exciting. Happy trails.